Greetings, everyone. Welcome to your message. To our new friends, welcome, welcome, welcome. And our returning friends, welcome back. This is the message for you guys. The download I received. Okay. So, for many of you, you're going to find out. You're going to find out that someone, or you're going to find out that the person you're dealing with is either they're either not they're either no they're into the same sex. So you're going to find out that you're gonna find out that they're into the same sex. If you are for those of you who are currently involved in a third party situation, the Three of Cups was the energy that came out while I was shuffling here. So you're going to find out, and this is pertaining to the message, that you're going to receive a message, or it could be this message or a download, that the person that you are dealing with is attracted to the same sex. So if this is for many of you, this is what I saw was two men, and one was African American, and the other man was a Caucasian man, and a rather tall Caucasian man. So these two men are in a sexual connection here together. And if you have been dealing with a situation where there's been a lot of resistance in your connection, this is why there's a lot of resistance in your connection. You may have not have any proof, but you may have sensed something was going on, because they may not have been completely honest with you, or they may not be completely transparent with you. And the reason why they're not being transparent with you is due to the fact that they are in this, for some of you, this could be some type of religious organization, someone who is the head of a religious organization, but someone is really attracted to the same sex. And for some of you, they are attracted to for some of you, they're attracted to the same gender, younger, younger, meaning younger than them, meaning yeah, meaning they're not of mature age. They're not of maturity level. They have not matured in their age, which means for some of you, they could potentially be underage. Others of you, they're just into same sex, period. Young, old, they don't care. They have no boundaries. They have no boundaries as to what they would do with whom. They have yeah. So, and these people have, they have, to come out of the closet and say that they are gay is completely unacceptable. So they may have a connection. They may even be, for some of you, they're connected, married. Some of them are married. Some of them are in long-term connections, long-term commitments. Some of them are in arranged marriages. And this is why they are in arranged marriages, because they have certain agreements that in place. They have certain agreements in place that they can't break. They can't step out of the lines of their agreement. They can't breach the agreement. Nevertheless, they have, some of them have breached the agreements already, and that's why they are that's why they may feel bound or feel stuck in something that they can't free themselves, or they can't be free, is because they breached the agreement already, and they're being forced to stay. They're being forced to stay because for some of you, they could have this could involve a lot of family members. You know, how the family, if the family is viewed a certain way, like say for instance politically or religiously, you know, for religious reasons or political reasons. Nevertheless, they can't breach they breach the agreement, so they're forced to stay, because if they're found out, or if they go publicly that they are if they go publicly that they are gay or whatever, then it has a ripple effect. It affects everybody, you know, not just their immediate family, but their extended family as well. They may be shunned upon by society. So these are very people who get they how they viewed in society is very important to them. So it's like when certain religious leaders are found out for you know, tampering with and messing with children, how it affects the organization as a whole. You know, this is this type of a situation. So rules and agreements have been breached already. So someone could be forced to stay in the situation because they've already broken rules. So wow. And yeah, that's the download that I received. So that's the download I received. So could you tell us more, Holy Spirit? Please give us more information in regards to this. Who's this person? Holy Spirit helps. So yeah. So say for instance, this is two females, or two female and two male. It say for instance, if the two females, they say for instance, if it's a female and the female is and there are say for instance they are an evangelist or prophetess or something like that, and they're a part of association or an organization or a church. They're in leadership or something like that in a church. Okay, say for instance, if she's married, but she's married to the opposite sex. She's married to a man. A male figure. And in their marriage, they have had an agreement drawn up due to the fact that she did not want to let go of her societal stance, her stand in society or her position in the church. So, due to the fact that she may not have wanted to let go of her position in the church, she married the opposite sex because depending on their religion, male and female must be married and not two women. But now, say for instance, she go off and she have a family, she have kids with her husband and everything. But now, in this agreement, there could be a clause or something like that, that if someone steps out or breaches the agreement, say for instance, she steps out, she falls in love, or he, she or he falls in love with her. Okay, her husband falls in love with someone else, a female, another female. He can't leave her. There's a clause somewhere in their agreement that he must stay in that connection with her, with his existing wife, until, I guess, death do them part or something like that, if they're going by that clause, So if they're adhering to that clause, this is what they're deciding, So he is stuck, even though he's in love with someone else, or vice versa. Say for instance, she falls in love with, or she finds another female that she's attracted to, and she wants to be with the same sex, the female. But she can't, because that would be looked upon by everyone in the church. She would be looked upon like, two women can't marry. You know what I'm saying? This is their view. This is from their point of view. Two women can't marry or something like that. Even though in today's society, we know that two women or two men can get married. We know that. But in their eyesight or their view or their interpretation of it, she cannot be with another woman. Even though she's in love with has fallen in love with another woman, she still can't be with another woman. Or vice versa. He can't be in love with someone else, or he can't leave the marriage because he has to stay, because they have in that clause that you must stay. You agreeing to this, you agreeing to the fact that that she is attracted to other women, but you have to stay in that marriage because, for all intents purposes, financial aspects and what they look like to society or politically, this is, or religiously, this is how it must be. So for some of you, that's the download. So Holy Spirit, who is these people? Who is these people? Holy Spirit. Oh, wow. Oh, my Starbucks about to fall. So these is people who are going to be looked on at the community looking, watching them to see what happens next. That's what I'm getting. The community is watching to see what happens next with these folks. So with this situation, this story unfolds, or what's going to happen next. So it could be a lot of people watching, trying to see and figure out what's going on and what's being revealed, and what's coming out next, what part of the story is going to unfold next. So again, this I feel as though there's a King of Wands energy that I was picking up on, a snooty type, snooty. I know y'all like snide and snooty. Well, a snooty type, someone who is very, they are sitting back watching, because they are in love with that man, with a man. They're in love with this man, and this is all comically. This is some type of comedy scene to them. This is funny. This is really funny to them. So they're laughing because they're really in love with this man. So, and I feel as though this man or this person is wanting to be out of something, wanting to be out or clear of something, but they can't. Somebody can't move. I'm getting somebody feels bound and feels like they can't move, while someone else is laughing as gimmicks. Like, it's like gimmicks. Everybody is false in this community. Everybody is false and fake in this connection, and the community is just waiting to see how the story unfolds. What is the plot? What unfolds next? What's the story? What is the story? Is it all going to come out? So I feel as though there are people who know that two men want to be together, or knows that two women want to be together, or that one man is in love with another man, or one woman is in love with another woman, and they know. Child, tell us more, Spirit, about these same-sex connection. Tell us more about this same-sex connection. We have gift. With this gift, okay, what I'm getting with this is, with this gift, there's something that the divine, there's something that the divine presented, an offer that was presented by the divine. Nevertheless, there's an interference. And it has to do with this community. There's an interference in the gift that was presented by the divine. And it has to do with this community and this same-sex energy. You know, it has to do with the same-sex energy. Somebody being in love with the same sex. So it is as though it was rejected. It was rejected, or someone rejected it. There was a rejection of the gift due to the fact that this same-sex situation, this third-party interference with this Three of Cups, and the community knows. Who is the same-sex connection? Who is the same-sex connection? It has to do with a privileged lady. Okay, so it has to do with a privileged lady here. So This privileged lady could be someone who, this privileged lady could be someone who is in the public eye. It could be someone who, this could be the person that's in the public eye. Holding a gift. This person is the gift. Whoever this this privileged person is the one that holds the gift. So this is the person that's in the middle. Okay, let's see. Search out this one. Oh, wow. Yeah, the Five of Swords. There's conflict. Okay. There's conflict and there's lies, and there's a lot of lies and a lot of deception surrounding this privileged lady here. And I feel as though for some of you, the lies and this deception that's surrounding this person is a lot of, what is they call deflection. To take away from, somebody's trying to deflect. Someone's trying to deflect by starting a lot of lies, may have started a lot of lies, a lot of gossip around this person, because they're trying to deflect. Someone could be trying to deflect the fact that they are in love with the same sex. I feel as though there's a lot of deflection going on here, and the deflection is to throw the community off. A lot of lies and deceit in regards to this privileged lady here, who is gifted to throw the community off, about the fact that someone is into the same sex. So there could have been a lot of accusations about this privileged lady that's untrue. That was untrue. There could have been a lot of deceit from surrounding this Three of Cups situation, due to the fact that someone did not want the focus to be on the fact that they are in love with the same gender. They wanted to deflect and throw the focus towards this privileged lady. Let those who have ears hear. If you follow me, you're following me. So the deflection was to get the community to focus on this privileged lady, with all of the lies and the deceit and the gossip, because of this Three of Cups energy. Someone being in love with the same sex, the same gender. So, wow. Tell us more about this. have a child here. This child, I feel as though with this child being here, the energy that what I'm getting for that, I'm getting birthing something creative, giving birth to something. The community did not want this privileged lady to give birth to something. The community of people, these people could have been watching this privileged lady spreading lies and gossip to keep them from giving birth to something new. Creativity, being creative, creation. Because this person is the gift. They have the gift to create and make things happen. So they may have wanted, they wanted this person to continue to invest and be a part of this Three of Cups situation, so that they can continue to be false with their lover who is of the same sex. They needed this person to be a part of it and in agreement with it, so that they can continue deflecting and doing what they were doing behind the scenes with their lover, with their same sex connection. I need y'all to keep up. Keep up. We have justice that's underneath. So whoever you are, you're receiving justice, because you may not have even known. You may not have even known that this person was into the same sex, because they didn't tell you. Because they were deflecting. Because they were deflecting. These community of people knew. But they needed you also to be in agreement with it, so that you forfeit the gift. They needed you to forfeit your gift. But God said no. You're going to receive justice. How dare you? How dare you? Look, we have King of Cups. So This individual, how dare you? Was a part of it. Whoever this person was a part of it. But I feel as though this was somebody who was unavailable. This is somebody who was unavailable. They were not available. They were not open to it. They were not open. They were not open to it. They were not open to you. They were emotionally unavailable. They were emotionally unavailable, manipulative, deceitful, deception, dishonest, disloyal with this community, with these people. They fell in line with these people. They fell in line with those. They fell in line. They fell in line with those people. That's like, y'all know. Okay, everybody know about slavery. So, so this is not to offend anyone, but I'm gonna give the message. This is the scenario. So, y'all know how it was in the slavery and back in those days, and I know because I personally witnessed certain things. So how they have back in the days they had the darker African American slaves working outside in the fields, in the cotton fields, and in the gin yards, and plowing, and out. They had them working outside, and they had the lighter skinned slaves working inside. They had the lighter skinned slaves working inside. So the inside slave was considered to be the house slave. The outside was the outside slave. The darker skin was the outside slave. So this is someone who fell in line as being the house slave. I say this because my grandmother was of a lighter skin tone. And she worked inside. She was considered a house slave. She cooked. She did the cooking. She did the mending of the clothes for the kids. She practically raised the children, the I'm not going to say, we'll just say her boss. She practically raised her boss's kids. So this is someone who fell in line. They fell in line in accordance to push someone out or to have someone forfeit their gift here. They laid down and they fell in agreement with these people and deflected. There was a lot of deflection and lies and deceits to deflect away from the true fact that someone was in love with the same sex. So someone in this scenario is in love with the same sex. So you decide what side of the fence you're on. Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom of this deck. This all had to do with money. Money. Abundance. These people tried to get this privileged lady to forfeit her gift. A gift that was given to her by the divine. Given to them by the divine. So, which goes back to the slavery story. In order for my grandmother to raise the people's kids, she had to give up her will or whatever rights that she had in order to she had to give up her rights, her will. She may not have wanted to do it. Of course she didn't want to do it. She had to give up her will. Her Ace of Pentacles. In order to accommodate those people. Her boss. Her owners. They were owners. They owned her. So, yeah, this was a different kind of message. This was a different kind of download. So if the message applies, and if it doesn't, let it fly. Fly, fly, fly. Ciao, y'all.